Hello there, my name is Tom and welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to another very important Bitcoin update. And yes, guys and girls, we are in trouble right here and my trade is still open, which I'm going to show you shortly. But most importantly, we have to discuss this thing right here. Also this thing, and this thing, which are very important and which are something that if you're a Bitcoin investor or a trader, you really have to pay attention to. And before we get into any of it, there is a live trading competition of Thomas Krallo happening very soon with a $50,000 prize pool, and also a top winner is going to win a guaranteed seat at season 2 of Krallo Trading Show. So down in the description of this video you'll find this link, and also in the pinned comment. Registration is absolutely free. You can participate, show what you can do as a trader. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an experienced trader. Then just participate for free and get a chance to win up to $50,000 in the prize pool itself, and also a top winner gets a seat at Krallo Trading Show Season 2. And alright, without any further ado, let's just jump right into the price action. And here, yeah, everybody is sending me messages on Twitter and Instagram saying that Thomas, what's going on? What are we supposed to do, etc. And the price is just consolidating right here at this support, which actually can be readjusted a little bit lower. But to be honest, we're gonna look at very important data, and yeah, just we can draw it, however, just like this, real quick, and we can see that obviously we are narrowing down. So we're gonna see the Bitcoin finally move out of this kind of a flag formation. Again, this is not precise, I'm just doing it real quick right here. So we definitely are gonna break above or below in this instance, but unfortunately what I'm about to show you in this video is probably telling us that most likely we're gonna break below. And then if that's gonna happen, then I'm gonna also show you my price targets, etc. And yes, for those of you who are gonna ask me, my long trade here, the one I scaled, is still open over on Bybit. And if you want to be trading yourself actively, then Bybit is one of the best places to do so for longing or shorting Bitcoin or any other altcoin. And with my exclusive personalized link, which you can find down in the description of this video or in the pinned comment, you'll get up to $4,100 in free bonuses on top of your initial deposit, and a 30% discount on commissions, fees, and withdrawal fees, which is simply amazing. But yes, I do have this trade open. It's a $200,000 long trade right here, which was, again, I mentioned it in previous videos, so the reasoning is all in there. Again, because we could have seen, and we still could see, a very strong bounce off of this support right here with a target of about 44, 45, etc. $1,000. However, a lot of people are saying that it's gonna most likely get broken, and our next target is gonna be at around $35,000, which is absolutely possible. But again, in the world of trading, all you can do is take the best opportunities that you see, and then basically use proper risk and money management. Because if this trade goes against me, I'll probably close it with a loss of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. When my previous trade I've made, and we made it together, so make some noise down in the comments for Mr. Spot On. I've made like $33,000 on it. So that's okay. We're just testing out the market, saying where we can get in at the earliest possible time and spot, and that's it. So yeah, basically the trade is still open. However, we need to pay attention to the following things. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to my Telegram channel yet, then there is a link down in the description of the video. It's a must follow Telegram channel. A lot of very important stuff is posted there, and you will always stay updated to the market moves, and you will always know what's going on. So it's absolutely free. Go and join it like right now. And certainly, right now, the very important thing for us to pay attention to is the inflation in the USA is going to 8.5%, which is absolutely ridiculous, and it hasn't been at like 4-decade high, so since 1980s, literally. So this inflation is terrible. And of course, I mean, a lot of people are saying that the real inflation is far higher than 8.5%, which I'm actually inclined to believe as well myself, but whatever. Let's leave conspiracy theories out of this. And 8.5%, so that means that Federal Reserve is, as they said, they're gonna do whatever it takes to actually fight this inflation. And certainly that means that when they're going to be increasing the rates, again, more and more, this is something that the market has already expected, of course, but there is still going to be some kind of a reaction. And when we look at the on-chain data, which I wanted to show you right here, wait, not this one, let's start with, for example, this one right here, is not really telling us anything good either, because we've seen this breakout in Bitcoin in the daily chart, which was this area right here, and we actually exited right here, which was really awesome in this area. So when we had this breakout, a lot of people believed in it, but when we looked at the on-chain data, for example, trends in holdings, etc., as historically has been already proven, that these kinds of, money talks, bullshit walks. So that's absolutely true. So in this instance, in this on-chain data image, we can see charts, the accumulation power of small fish, bigger ones, and then also the whales, and what are they doing? Are they buying in? Are they selling? Or whatever. And oftentimes it's widely believed that we want to see both small fish as well as whales accumulate heavily and buy into it, buy into Bitcoin, for us to see this move, this breakout, to actually have any legs, to have that power to actually sustain the breakout and move to, for example, the all-time high. And what we are seeing in this instance is that the small fish, which is okay, which is great, like mass adoption, whatever, are accumulating right here. But in the Bitcoin whales, it's like 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin, they're consolidating and actually are selling a little bit. And the same thing as we can see here, like accumulation trends in Bitcoin on-chain metrics. And by the way, if you want to learn all of that, then you can go to offer.tomscrawler.com and join my certified and accredited trading learning program with a 50% Easter sale. And most of the seats already sold out, so you have probably a few days left to join, so hurry up. And right here also, it's very important to know that the actual accumulation trends are cooling down as well right now, and we are not really seeing any huge accumulation like we've seen here, for example, or the warm-up of the accumulations we had in this breakout. It actually is cooling down, so it's not really showing us any power, unfortunately. And last but not least, this is also a very important metric with some heat map, which actually defines the difference between whales and fishes, and the small fish when it comes to accumulation of Bitcoin. In this instance, we are seeing that the whales are actually distributing a little bit, as we've seen in the other ones. So they're actually selling a little bit, while even in the small fish, the interest in accumulation is actually dying down a little bit. Well, because Bitcoin is going down, and so is the interest from the small fish. So does it really mean that we're going to break down to $20,000? Of course not. But it just shows that potentially this breakout was just another fake out. And in this instance right here, we might be seeing not enough support, which is actually for my trade as well, to break above and push the price back above, for example, 45,700. So in this instance, that's why I'm saying that if you're going to see a strong break below right here going downward, then this could be a very interesting shorting opportunity, which by the way you can also do over in Bybit. So if I'm gonna see another push downward here below 39k, then that's gonna be the moment I'm gonna be completely out. I'm gonna be looking for another opportunity to enter, and the target is very obvious and is very simple to see, which is going to be at about $35,000 right here. And of course, a lot of people are going to scream at me and say that, well, there are whales like the Terra, Luna, whatever, they're accumulating, and that they have just bought another $100 million worth of Bitcoin. That's true. However, as we can see in the price, that's really not enough for us to push the price to the all-time high, right? So we need something more. We need some catalyst event. We need some news to come out that is going to push Bitcoin to the moon. And for that, one of these things, as I mentioned already in the previous video, so subscribe and hit that notification bell right now so that you're always notified when these videos come out. And the most important one would be a spot ETF. And this, in my opinion, as I've mentioned previously, if we're going to see a spot ETF actually come out finally, and the grayscale are going to get it, and the SEC is going to stop bullshitting people and not allowing to create spot ETF, then we're going to see a lot of smart money flow into Bitcoin, literally billions and billions of dollars, and that's going to take Bitcoin to the all-time high. So that would be a huge catalyst, and that's going to be the reason for Bitcoin to actually decouple from S&P 500, and S&P could go down because of Fed fighting inflation, etc. But Bitcoin could be just go, so it's like a divergence, so to speak. And for that to happen, we really need a huge reason, one of which could be, once again, spot ETF or another, big country accepting Bitcoin as legal tender, etc. Because because in general, the geopolitical situation, I mean, it's not that terrible. It's just that we don't really have those legs yet. So potentially we could see another capitulation going downward and retesting and swapping some liquidity below, potentially, and then actually have that catalyst event for us to finally get back into that powerful uptrend. But that said, this is the current situation, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Smash it up right now. And every time when you are starting to watch my YouTube video, smash up that like button. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.